Hi, it's AniKaspar. It is 10:50 a.m. on 5/9/2017. I'm going to probably be doing 2 or 3 of these a day until I depart Florida and am in safe harbor. The reason for that is it's very clear to me at this juncture, after reviewing everything that I have documented and evidenced since arriving in Florida, that I was managed down here for exactly what's happening, which is attempted murder. Now, I have never experienced this level of corruption or criminality, with the exception of Puerto Rico. So it's bad. And it's very clear to me now that the majority of people who were sent my way for core and everything that I was doing are are agents, and especially in Florida, especially because the linking up of the folks, etc. It's obvious. So what I will say is that this serves as a cease and desist to all parties attempting to, or all parties who are surveilling, stalking, harassing, torturing, and attempting to murder me. This has been going on since 2011, and every single entity, which includes every alphabet soup agency in the United States and in territories affiliated with the United States, is to cease and desist all actions against my person, because this is a notice of intent to legally address this, but also to publicly address it. And the community stalking here where I live in almost the past year has been a joke. It's been really obvious, you guys. You really, and the agents that you sent my way in the past year, really, please. Unfortunately, I didn't realize that the TI community itself was so incredibly infiltrated and managed. I mean, I did, but I'm seeing really pretty significantly, and it's amazing. I can't do this. It's amazing. Um, I saw a movie last night about the Black Panthers. It's from 2016. I think it's called The Black Panthers Vanguard of the Revolution. And I had never really followed the Black Panthers nor understood anything about them. But I always found the 60s to be an amazing time when we lost some of the most amazing leaders that we could have had for our world. Due to the same folks and organizations and Alphabet Soup Boys who are trying to terminate my life for quite some time. And the movie was excellent in that it showed the extent to which the government, colluding with corporations, with military organizations, with intelligence organizations, will basically murder wantonly with great impunity and immunity. And it also showed, kind of the execution of COINTEL programs, which is exactly what individuals who are illegally watch listed and thereafter perpetually surveilled, stalked, harassed, maligned, defamed, libeled, framed, tortured, and attempted murder is sweetheart, it's okay, is done against their person, because these entities who are so into their social engineering to make sure that the white Anglo-Saxon male always rules, um, they haven't changed their set of tools, really. All they've done is stolen an enormous amount of capital. Sweetheart, stop. Um, an enormous amount of capital to get the weapons, the concealed weapons that they need to take out people indiscriminately, which is what I've been experiencing definitively since about March 22nd or so. And the agents that were sent my way this entire time, it's very interesting to see exactly how this was done. And if I do survive it, which it is my intention, but you never know, because you're talking about people, I'm sorry, guys, that's such an issue. You're talking about people with absolutely no morals, ethics, or affiliation other than their own psychopathic, dark triad personality that is all about them and what their goals and objectives are. And literally, they live, do as thou wilt. And that's it. They have absolutely no empathy, no compassion, no reasoning ability that normal people have. Like, normal people have a rational conversation about something and a reasonable conversation or a logical conversation so that the parties can come to a mutually beneficial point. But with this kind of psychopathic, sociopathic personality disorder, these folks have no idea of what that is, and nor do they want to have any idea. And they basically just use force, brutal force, illegal force, unlawful force, and cowardly force to get what they want. I would suggest that you see the movie, The Black Panthers, Vanguard of the Revolution, and to understand exactly what has happened to our country pretty consistently, and is now happening to the unlawfully blacklisted um, individuals worldwide who are actually experiencing very severe crimes against humanity and severe human rights violations. But it's pretty clear at this juncture, with the notable exception of Texas, it appears that Texas just passed some kind of legislation, or the state attorney general, let's see, it's out of Ken Paxton's office, the attorney general of Texas. Apparently, they are starting to, they're starting to address these issues. And it's very interesting because it's everything I've done, and it's about the stalking, and I'm hoping it goes on. Yeah, it's mostly about stalking though, which is a very small, well, no, it's not a small part of these programs, but it's the initial part of the program to break you down physically and psychologically, so that by the time they come at you with their directed energy weapons, they pretty much can take you out in a month or two, it's very obvious how they do this. But that's good that the Attorney General of Texas is trying to mitigate the community stalking and harassment, because without doubt, whomever started these programs, the intention was to completely destroy a country. If you look at the Phoenix program in Vietnam, you'll see a very good blueprint of what um, unlawfully watch-listed individuals have to endure as well. And so there are some good things happening, but because the criminality is so wildly out of control, I just don't see how the United States is going to be able to turn this around. And I am told that it's equally as bad in many, many other countries, and that might be the case, but I never, ever experienced any unlawful program to terminate my life, to malign, label, defame, slander, incarcerate, institutionalize me anywhere except in Puerto Rico and in the United States. And I want to share something with you that a social worker said to me when I was in the emergency room in December of 2013, when I was brought in for a heart attack and double concussion, but was left there non-hydrated, without any attention for hours. And then I asked to see a social worker. The social worker said to me a few things, but the most important was that, and I share this because that'll give you an idea. This is back in 2013, how criminal these programs are. The social worker shared with me that there was a effort to either kill me, put me in jail, or institutionalize me for mental illness, this is old totalitarian stuff, so it's like old, old, old. And this happens to, I would say, pretty much every truly watch-listed individual whomever runs these programs or designs them and then executes them, with a wide array of help from many different organizations and individuals. for whatever reasons, these entities actually see empowered, intelligent, talented, creative people as a threat. And if you look at the movie, if you see the movie and you see the early power of the Black Panthers and the early self-respect and the early articulation of their mission, their cause, and their ways, they just clocked. They clock from wherever, microwave clocking to like zone in. It's, guys, it's, you know, if I hadn't spoken to more than 100 individuals over the past 3 years and really understood what's going on and did an enormous amount of research, it would be impossible for me to believe what's happening. Not just to me, to many, many people. But back to the Black Panther movie. You'll see that, and I disagreed with the gun carrying, and I disagreed with all the violence. I just, but look at Martin Luther. He wasn't violent at all, and he still got taken out by the same cast of characters, criminal characters. You'll see that what is being done worldwide in terms of social engineering was started long ago and far away. I would venture to say this has been going on in civilizations forever, as the powered elite try to continually hold on to their domain as they degrade over time because they've embraced a closed system. But now that it's up close and personal, and I've been irradiated nonstop for about a month, truly. Yeah, about a month. It's quite stunning because you can't possibly ever imagine people being this immoral, this psychopathic, this dark, this Machiavellian, it's astounding. So spend some time with the movie, The Black Panthers, Vanguard of the Revolution, to understand a lot better what illegally watch-listed individuals are forced to endure just because that's who they are. They are creative, empowered, amazing people who actually could have probably brought a lot of positive change to our planet over the past 70 years. And if you look at the history of who gets taken out versus who gets to stay, it's always the really amazing people that get taken out. The goofballs get to stay because they perpetrate this closed-end system program that obviously has taken our planet to the brink. And that's Sophia, and I apologize for her, but that's her thing. Thank you so much for the calls of support and for the overall support that many people have been gifting me. I greatly appreciate it. And if I wasn't in such a compromised position, which I've been placed in for, I now realize how handled I have been since, gosh, 97 for sure, but I'm trying to think of like when I would say 2005 it went off the map. And since Wall Street is in bed with the CIA is in bed with the mafia, and the mafia is in bed with every criminal organization in the world, regardless of country, it's been a pretty amazing journey. And I wish I could say that I was awake for the majority of it, because I would have done much better, and I think we would have been much further on. But this cast of criminals is really so criminal that they have to hide very well, and they have to act covertly because they're committing such heinous crimes and such vast crimes against humanity. I mean, it makes the players in Nuremberg and the Tokyo trials look like puppies at the beach. Blessings this day. If you need to reach me, you may at Annie, ANIKaspar, KASPAR @gmail.com, or at 941-356-8007. And a note to the agents, I know exactly who you are. So the whole like trying to perpetrate me into acting out and getting aggressive and getting crazy and all that. Really? Do you actually really believe, after what I have been put through since 2005 that that's ever going to happen, you're criminally insane and vastly delusional, because I'm fine. Very sick, but spiritually and mentally I'm fine. And I have my moments, but I'm fine. So bye for you agents, no more. Blessings everyone else. Thank you so much. And let's work on getting me out of this country ASAP and getting me somewhere really safe. If it has to be like as remote as like a Bhutan or something, I'm there. Blessings.